Hello, welcome to our channel Biodesk. I am Dr. Nayan, an associate professor in zoology. Today in this session, we are going to learn about blood circulation. All body cells need a constant supply of energy, and this is performed by the blood, which circulates throughout the body. The blood is kept in circulation with the help of the heart. Let us begin our first session. We know that the blood circulation in man is of closed type. That means blood flows through closed vessels. It is generally concerned with distribution of various substances throughout the body, and it is composed of heart, blood vessels and blood. This is what you can infer about blood circulation as discussed earlier. The blood circulation in man, closed type. It helps in distribution of various substances throughout the body, and it includes heart, blood vessels and blood. When we talk about functions of blood circulation, it includes transportation, protection, water-salt balance, heat distribution. Thus, several important functions are performed by the blood circulation. When we see transportation, remember, blood transports various substances like nutrients, gases, hormones, as well as the waste to different parts of the body. When we say protection, the blood circulation provides protection against germs and toxins. Remember, it contains WBCs, antibodies and several antitoxins also. Water-salt balance. This helps in maintaining the level of water and salt in various tissues of the body. And heat distribution. The heat produced at different heat producing centers like liver and muscles distributed to different body parts, and thus it helps in maintaining a constant temperature. Here you see a diagram of heart. It is a conical, muscular and hollow four-chambered pumping organ of reddish color. The main function of heart is to keep the blood in circulation. It pumps the blood throughout the body. It consists of cardiac muscles, nerves and connective tissues. Here is a small revision for you. You may see the heart is a conical, muscular and hollow four-chambered pumping organ of reddish color, and it pumps the blood throughout the body. When we talk about location of heart, remember, the heart lies inside thoracic cavity, in between the two lungs, and the space where heart lies is called mediastinum. The broad base of the heart is directed upwards and the narrow apex downwards. The heart is completely enclosed by a transparent double-layered membranous sac called pericardium. The two layers of pericardium enclose a narrow space. This is called pericardial space, filled with a watery lymph-like pericardial fluid. As you may see in the diagram, the pericardium and the pericardial space. The pericardium and the fluid protect the heart from shocks and injuries and provide a free space for its working. Here, when we call pericardium, this is a membrane that encloses the heart by a transparent, thin-walled, two-layered sac. The fluid-filled pericardial space allows free movements of the heart and protect it from shocks and injuries. Now, let us talk about external structure of heart. Human heart has an upper, smaller auricular part and a lower, larger ventricular part. These two parts are separated from each other by a distinct transverse groove called coronary sulcus. As said, an upper smaller auricular part and a lower larger ventricular part. The auricular part is further divided into right and left auricle. You may see in the diagram. When we see here, the right auricle appears larger than the left one. Similarly, the ventricular part is also divided into right and left ventricles. The rounded apex of the heart is formed by the left ventricle. Now, let us discuss about the internal structure of heart. The internal structure of the heart can be clearly seen in its longitudinal section. The sectional view shows that the heart is a completely four-chambered organ, having two upper auricles and two lower ventricles. You can see this in the diagram, the two auricles. The right auricle appears a little bit larger than the left. Similarly, the two ventricles. The auricles are thin-walled chambers, separated from each other by a thin muscular and vertical partition wall. This is called interauricular septum. The left auricle is a little smaller than the right one. The partition wall is not clear in this diagram due to the presence of blood vessels shown here. The right auricle receives two separate openings of caval veins called superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. The left auricle receives four openings of pulmonary veins, and these can be seen in the diagram also. Each auricle opens down into the ventricle of its side through a wide auriculoventricular aperture. The right AV aperture is guarded by a tricuspid valve, while the left AV aperture is guarded by a bicuspid valve, also called mitral valve. The two ventricles are very muscular and thick-walled chambers. They are also separated completely by a thick oblique and vertical interventricular septum. And when we compare the auricles and ventricles, remember, ventricles are more muscular than the two auricles. The left ventricle appears larger relatively with thicker walls. From the upper side of ventricles, two large arteries arise upwardly. The pulmonary aorta from the right ventricle and the systemic aorta from the left ventricle. Each ventricle opens into the aorta, and this opening is guarded by a set of three cup-like semilunar valves. These are pulmonary valve and aortic valve. The base of pulmonary aorta has pulmonary valve in the right side, and the base of systemic aorta has aortic valve in the left side. The different valves present in the heart prevent the backflow of the blood. This is all about the blood circulation and the structure of the heart in brief. Do comment down your queries or feedback and stay tuned for upcoming videos. You can find me on Instagram at nayan.prasad. Subscribe to our channel for further updates. Do like the video if it was useful, and don't forget to share it among your friends. That's all in this session. See you in the next one. Thank you.